Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to be hitting up this breeder bin. So this is about 2.5 weeks along now. I'm supposed to be taking these boys out of here on Tuesday. It's now Friday, so what's that, 4 or 5 days. I have been struggling with this bedding, I have to admit. So when I did this breeder bin, I only used peat moss. The mistake I made, and I'm regretting it every day, is that I didn't have a chance to prep the bedding. And you can just see it's just dry on top, which is unacceptable. It's just granulated, which is rubbish. The worms seem to be doing fine now. I'm really struggling with the moisture in this storeroom at the moment because of the air conditioning, and the temperature's gone up, so I'm having to keep the air conditioning off. But I don't know what I'm going to do. I was hoping that I'd see, there's moisture, nice moisture at the bottom of this. I also feel like there's not enough bedding in here. I don't know. I'm definitely going to give them more moisture. I'm just lifting this up because I'm blind and I don't want to like put my head down in front of the camera. You know, I started this breeder bin originally for one purpose. I'm not having any issues with breeding, far from it. My main box, the population just keeps on exploding, just constantly. I don't see any cocoons. I just see wisps, baby worms by the hundreds. So my intention with this was to be able to put 100 adult worms into a breeder bin with some bedding, and so I could finally actually see cocoons when I looked inside and not anything else. And that was the issue that I was facing with the other bin, because it had cardboard in it and some other bits and pieces that were just there from the original bedding. I just felt that I couldn't see anything, and honestly, I still don't see anything. I'm sure they're mating. I'm sure they're breeding. I'm just blind as a bat. Anyway, what I'm going to do is first things first, let's just check this temperature. 25 degrees centigrade, Celsius, sorry. 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect. I'm going to give them a really good water and a really good mix. Please excuse the plastic bottle. I know this looks wet, but trust me, this peat moss is going to soak this right up. And within a few hours, it's going to be dry again. Yeah, it's good. I know it just seems a bit soupy at the moment, but don't you worry. The worms, look at that. Some happy worms in there. So they're all hanging out together, that's nice. It means they're mating. Or they're having lots of opportunity to mate. But look at the size of all of these. Just nice, long worms. They could be a bit fatter, I have to admit. I've been a bit slack with their feeding. That's on me, because I've had about 200 other jobs in the house. Look at this dude. Again, I know this looks a little bit wet, but don't panic, because this doesn't have a cover. It literally just only has this piece of packing paper. So that's gonna let a lot of this moisture just to evaporate, which does happen a lot. I'm going to give them a decent feeding. What I'm going to do though is I'm not going to let this chow sit on top. I'm just going to mix it in to the bedding, just so it gets nice and dissolved in that bed with this moisture. Maybe a little bit more. And this I'll leave on top now. And just cover it up. That's it. Hands are covered. So make sure that I haven't got any cocoons on my hands. And the honest answer is, I wouldn't know if there was, because I never bloody see the things. But I'm getting more and more worms, so that's a bonus. So, with that said, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell, show some love, you know what to do, and check back with me in a few days, because I am going to be keeping a close eye on these now that my 200 other tasks around the house and the garden have been done. And yeah, these guys are good to go.